Hello, welcome to the Wellness Gala free online series. Take care of yourself. How is everyone today? I am Tracy Nosal, and I feel like I'm coming to you live from a studio. I'm so excited to be here and to touch base with some people and help guide you through this crazy time that we all find ourselves in. So, I did want to go over today our vibration and how you're feeling and touch base on getting into alignment with your soul self and how are you feeling through this time. So welcome, 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 welcome. And a big shout out to Deb at the Wellness Gala as well too. So I want to dive into your vibration, right? We have our thought process and our monkey mind that tends to take over. And this is a time to come into balance with yourself and understand you and where you're at and your personal vibration, right? Because if we get stuck in our minds, we're going to create these scenarios and what inevitably happens is our auric field gets clogged up with this static energy. It's like an old time tuning in of a station, like in between you would get static. So we need to tune out of the static and come back into alignment with ourselves. And that's what I want to bring to everybody today and to go over is understanding, are you tuning into your frequency properly or are you in static? And how do you get out of that static space when you're in it? It's not easy. We have a lot on our minds. But to come back to a still point of calm and clarity is how you can manifest things in your life and move forward with clarity and confidence and just rock it out. And that's what we're here for, right? So it's quieting that monkey mind. Let's kick that monkey off that bicycle and breathe. Take a moment to breathe, right? How many of you find yourself tensing up? You're thinking about X, Y, and Z and what you need to do next. And breathe. When we take that moment to take a deep breath, what happens is we're clearing that mental slate. And then all of a sudden our body relaxes and our chakras open up. Okay. So as a personal development coach, I often go into your vibration, your alignment, your thoughts, your moods. Everything correlates and comes in together. And what we need to do, it's like our own personal snow globe, is to make sure that that sacred personal space of yours is clear. And that's how you move forward. So taking care of yourself during this time is it's part of that whole process is you really need to clear. We have to clear first. So I always tell everybody first is when you breathe in, allow this divine source energy to come through you to calm and relax your muscles and your thoughts and just come to a center point of balance. I always say to drop into your heart space. When you're in your heart space, from there, that's where you're really creating magic. It's a vibration, it's a frequency. There's science behind that heart map frequency as well, too. So this is got to be in connection with your mind, body, and your soul, right? But we're here, we're living, we're through chaos where some people are very stressed, some people are calm. It's just all over the place, but you're also noticing other people's energy can also affect you, right? I'm sure you feel that, especially because now we're all home, we're working from home, but we have our household with us. And how are they affecting you and your vibration? And it's being able to come back into your centered point of how you feel and vibrate with that. And it takes some practice to be able to clear your mind and release your stress that you're holding. So your sacred space of your heart center is you. That's your higher self that you allow to come through to you. And feel that. So how do you do that? You really have to get into a practice of starting your day of, all right, let's set intentions, right? Intentions are powerful. So I want to go into that as well, too, is what you're projecting with your thoughts. And then you feel it is going to charge things to you very quickly. But that's also a vibration you're putting out. So again, let's go back to that dial. What are you tuning into? Are you tuning into your vibration without the static? And that's how you get focused into that calm. Now's the time to create. Now is the time to find yourself and a new you, a new version, and to excel in your life of what you want to do and what you want to be and what you want to create. Or maybe, you're getting paid to be home right now, which is fabulous, and you're bored, right? What would you always want to do? Did you ever want to paint? Did you want to write? Now is the time for this opportunity, is to dive in and find yourself. And that's discovering your light within. Is what have you pushed aside throughout your lifetime? What has it been? And now here you are in this new realm of having to navigate this energy, and you're not sure where to go. Enjoy it. I invite you to enjoy yourself. Take that self-care. And what calms you? What clears your mind? Right? And I know some of you may be saying, yeah, but there's this going on, there's that going on. Well, isn't that life in general? There's always something going on. It's learning how to be peaceful in the midst of chaos. How are you going to ride that wave? And that comes back to your heart space. And it's finding new practices. What do you want to do every day to set the stage, right? Do you want to get up? Do you want to work out? Or you might be enjoying this time off, which is nice too. But get into a habit of developing yourself. This is your calm. This is your still. And from there, you can focus in life. What is it that you want to go out and create? Go do it, right? What's been blocking you? This is something else that I work on with the frequency, right? Because we can say we want to do things and we have the best of intentions. And then guess what? I call creative avoidance comes in and we don't do it. Why? That's an energetic block that comes in. And it's from our conscious mind. And then we also go into creating these behavior patterns that ultimately gets locked into your subconscious frequency. Okay, so now here it is coming into your whole mind, body, spirit connection, and it's elevating your energy to optimize your achievements, right? So when you're getting into your conscious mind, you want to produce, you want to create, you want to do, right? And you're going to do it, and it takes discipline, right? And then some of us, like, we get there, and then we don't do it. Suddenly we're cleaning the house, the kid needs us, the husband, I got to do this, we're getting calls, and we're forever distracted. And we allow it. So I call that creative avoidance, that we only get so far. So what happens is, in that conscious mind where you want to set these intentions, what happens is there's a subconscious frequency that is much more powerful than your conscious mind, comes up, and it actually trips you up. And that's how the creative avoidance comes in. So as an empowerment coach, I dive further back into the subconscious frequency. Okay. So somewhere in your life, we've all grown and experienced life. And along this journey, we've created this frequency and this energy pattern that locked into the subconscious, right? And we didn't realize it. It's just how we live as humans. So as we go through life and we're getting to a point where we want to accomplish something different, we want to grow, we want to level up, we want to do something different, there is definitely, okay, well, here, where am I at? How do I get past that, right? Because we hit that proverbial glass wall. And that wall are your energy blocks that are locked in your subconscious mind. And that frequency has to be changed if you're going to progress and move forward, right? And sometimes I am very spot on with picking out your energetic points of where you're blocked, that you cannot see it. And I can trace it right back to every time where it started. And that's the thing. When we put these behavior patterns in place as children, usually, and then up through our teens and as we get older, it's definitely a point where, okay, what am I doing? Like, this seems so unrelated, but when you trace it back on whether you were told you were not good enough, right? Most of us have that worthiness issue, or, it could be any number of things that we were told, but that's where the energy blocks happen. And that has to be unlocked in the subconscious to free yourself, to come back to your heart space so you can dive in to creating. And then when you dive into back into that heart space, when some of these energy blocks are cleared, you become an open channel for yourself, right? You're much more calm. And then all of a sudden these great ideas come to you. And that's where the magic starts, right? You jump into like, wow, I could do something different. How amazing is that? And then all of a sudden we get back into that monkey mind, and it's like, but I have to do this and I have to figure this out. And then that reel starts turning again. And that's where we have to just step back and say one step at a time. Let me go from here. Let me start this. Because when you take your action steps, the universe is going to provide the next right action, right? All of a sudden you start seeing synchronicities of people lining up in your path of what's the next course of action. Oh, I need this piece of information. I need to study this. It always unfolds, but this is trusting your journey. And this is discovering your light within, is that you will not have it all figured out before you start. That's just not going to happen. You have to roll with it. You have to go and take the first step. The staircase will be built from there. And it's in the journey. It's never that end destination, right? So in this journey, as you're progressing and moving along, you're going to discover so much more about yourself. As you discover, oh, I can do this. And that excitement comes, and then you build momentum. So even when you get nervous in the progression of trying to figure out what you're doing next, it just becomes so much more rewarding. And you discover so much more about your personal strength and in yourself. And what is it that you truly want? Like, what are you here to do? What's your passion? That's the problem. Nobody lives from passion anymore. It's just day in, day out. And this is a perfect time of this global reset of what is it that you want to do, right? Some people are not privileged to have a paycheck right now. Well, then how else are you going to create money? There are tons of ways out there. We have this beautiful online connection that we can really create and do whatever it is that we want to do. And that's what I want to ask you, to get calm and get center. And this is where I like to help people the most, is to let's move that glass wall out of your way. Let's move it, right? Because it's just self-projected anyway. So it's also called shadow work. It's the shadow work of clearing out these old things. And here's another thing. A lot of people get to a point in life that, yes, they've created success. They have this wonderful life, but they're not happy. And they feel like something's missing. Well, why is that? Right? Because you're not feeling into your heart space. So it's about becoming playful again in life, no matter how old you are or how young you are, and go do it. And that's where we go in layer by layer, because this is the layering process, right? Our subconscious mind houses every interaction and thought that we have. So there's a lot stored in there. And what hinders us is what needs to come off in layers. That's the best way to do that. So I'm a Reiki master. So I work with energy. I've been trained in many, many modalities, and I'm also a reader, right? So I would like to share with you the totem animals today. I have the Spirit Oracle deck, and I have Jefferson Harmon to thank you for that, for introducing me to that. I've always worked with totem animals, and when you are in synchronicity with yourself and you trust where you're at and who you are, and just believe in the little things again, like it's spring, everything's blooming. But notice the little things, notice the birds, notice the animals, notice the little things around you. What are you paying attention to, right? So when animals come to you, like, we live here in northwestern, eastern part of New Jersey here, especially where I live, because I'm up in the mountains. We have animals everywhere. So I see deer, I see fox, I see a bunch of animals every day, all day. But when something catches your attention out of the norm, when an animal comes to you, you can Google the spiritual meaning of, right? And you're going to be amazed at the message that it has for you. And that's why I pulled some cards earlier, and I wanted to bring that out into awareness today. So totem animals they're amazing. And when you start to practice this for yourself, you're going to be like, oh, wow, that message is spot on, right? But that's part of your guides coming to you to give you a valid message, like, here, go in this direction. Here, pay attention. Here, listen, right? Get out of that monkey mind and pay attention. And it's so much fun. So the first card I pulled today, and I'm going to pop this up in the view here, is the dove spirit. Okay. Look how beautiful that is, right? So the dove spirit is be peace, right? So that's part of being the change you want to see in the world. And that comes with peace. We have to be peaceful within, because when we can be that peace, it gives us a sense of clarity that we can step back and view things from a detached perspective, which means you are not energetically connected to anything. And that is vital for you evaluating what it is that you want to do in your life. Okay. So the next one coming up, love this one, is the buffalo spirit. The abundant universe will provide. Look how beautiful these cards are. Okay. So the abundant universe will provide. Now, yes, it provides, but are you open to receive it? There's the magic. People miss that little trick right there. Are you open to receive? Most people are not, unless they practice this and understand that. Okay. So being open to receive is you're not going to figure this all out on your own, right? So you have to trust. You have to be peaceful, step back, get into your heart space, but it's a vibrational alignment from your heart frequency that you need to be dialed into to be able to receive the abundance of the universe. And that takes a bit of practice. This is what I help people with, is so you can understand your own frequency and how to tap into it so you can create the life that you want. Because this is the time. This is the time now. Take it and run. Let's go. So the next one that came up today is the armadillo spirit, which is set healthy boundaries. And here comes this card. Okay. Now, setting healthy boundaries, let's discuss that for a moment, right? Everybody that's in our life are not always positive, are they? Right? Some might be a little bit like a little freaking out right now, which is understandable. However, if you are trying to produce something in your life, that's going to throw static into your field. Okay. This is the importance of your own personal auric field, that you need to be able to hone that in and set that dial of that frequency in your own energy. So you are pushing out any negativity, right? And it's nothing personal. And I do this all the time. My friends know it. I will cut back for a little while. I won't talk to you. I won't answer you. Nothing personal. I have to work on myself, my frequency, so I can create new programs, so I can be of service to everyone and my clients and new people. This is vital. Everybody needs the guidance right now. So for me to be my optimal best, sometimes I have to pull back and set those boundaries. It's okay. Right? That's a whole nother thing that could come up. Like, are you feeling guilty around that? Oh, I can't cut people off. Oh, well, yeah, you can, just for a little bit, and it's okay. Because when you're in the perfect alignment within your heart space and you're peaceful and you're calm, then you're able to set that sacred space for others and give them permission that they can do the same. And not everybody's versed in this. They don't understand. They don't get it. So I have our last card for today is the butterfly spirit, and transformation is beautiful. And yes, it is, right? Your personal transformation is profound. It's a time of growth. This is a whole reset right now. What do you want to do? Your slate's clear, right? Breathe, relax. Everything is going to come into play. It always does, right? So this is where I would also like to offer a complimentary free 30-minute session, breakout session, to help you identify some energetic blocks that you might be having, okay? And further extend that to see who can, benefit from that and just not leave you out in the cold, out in the wind. Figure it out, okay? So I am going to leave my number here. And again, it's Tracy Nosal, 973-978-8255. and I am offering that you can text me for availability on time slots and see if there's some things that you might be hiding from yourself, right? Let's break open that. Let's break through it. Let's like jump through that. It's like going on a football field and you're breaking through as the team's coming out through that paper. Ah, here we come. Let's go. What do we want to do? And let's enjoy that. So I am seeing some of you pop up here today, and I appreciate that you're here with me. And if you have any questions, of course, you can always find me through the Wellness Gala too. So again, I want you to remember to breathe, relax. You breathe, you clear your mind, you open your chakras, and your chakras are your energy wheels to your body if you're not aware of those. So you can be open to receive the abundance of the universe that the cards provided for us today. So I'm so excited for everyone to reset and find your passion and believe in yourself and find new ways of being, thinking, and doing. Because why not? Right? It's always a journey. It's always a journey. We're always learning. Let's rock it out. Let's keep going. Okay? So I want to thank everyone for watching me here on the Wellness Gala for the free online series, Take Care of Yourself. And again, it's Tracy Nosal. You can find me through the Wellness Gala. And I wish you all peace, light, and love. And I hope you have a magical day. Make it a great day and reach out with your questions. Namaste.